This rope is very different from the stick or the club because it's all flexible here.
Yeah.
That means you cannot manipulate it. Still, these you can manipulate with the wrist motion here, but this one you cannot. So only when you are guided correctly with the hand motion, then the rope will move correctly. Now, we'll swing the rope back and forth continuously. Continuously here. In doing this, pay attention to motion of the end of the rope. Again, your goal is to move the end of the rope faster around the body. It's not about your body motion. Your body has to allow the rope to move faster around. So this is the key. And to keep the rope as straight as possible as you swing around. Hmm? Yes. Yeah. Now the hands are coming down a bit too low. So let's move it out a little bit. So flatten the swing plane a little bit. And still the hands are coming down too much. So let's practice this. So your swing, actually rope swing is pretty good. You are controlling the rope pretty well. With the rope, there are two purposes. One is to develop consistent swing plane. So in both directions, you are moving the rope along the same plane. The purpose two is to have enough time so that when the rope goes all the way here, wait until this happens. And then throw the same thing. You will go around your body and then start the backswing. But in doing this, you have to maintain good tension here. You will continue, your hands are going down too much. So let it go about, so you reach out a little bit, but not too far. Just throw the end of the rope, give enough speed here, then here. When the rope is not moving fast enough, then you have to use your arms a lot to move this. But if you have good tension here, just having a little rhythmic body motion here, you'll be able to rotate this really well. So we need to maintain good tension here. It's a wang, instead wang. Connected. Currently, the swing plane is not consistent. Your backswing plane is a bit too low. Downswing is a bit higher than that. But the downswing plane is reasonable. So even in the backswing, maintain the same plane here. So when you keep enough speed to the rope in the backswing, when you keep enough speed to the rope, then the end of the rope will go around here because of speed. Then automatically it will go all the way and then wrap around here. So it will end up in front of your chest here. And then maintain this tension here. Then on the way down, because of tension, the rope will respond right away. So go here, and then all the way again here. It will end up here. Again, maintain the tension here so that when you start the backswing, because of tension, the rope responds right away. But if you lose the tension at the end, then your body goes, but the rope does not respond. So look at my swing here. I don't move the body much, but I can move the end of the rope really nice around my body. Because I have a good plane here. My hands are not going down too much. So hands are not coming close to the body, but reasonable hand pattern here. With that, the end of the rope is going around my body nicely. I'm giving good speed to the end of the rope. So it goes around and wrap up, goes around and wrap up. So give enough speed, but it's not snappy motion, but let it go around. Again, you're moving the end of the rope. You're not moving the hands, but you're moving the end of the rope. This is one more segment in your body. Move the end of the rope around your body. Pay attention to the end of the rope. You're losing control at the end of the downswing. Still jerky. You can see that. So make it continuous. Nice, continuous around.
But then don't I need a minute to let it wrap around and then?
You're using your arm here. Your arm just goes to this position instead of paying attention to the rope. Instead of moving the arm here, you don't care what happens, to the rope. Rather, you have to move the rope around and then bring it here. You're moving the rope. So here, if you pay attention to the motion of the end of the rope, by synchronizing the body motion and rope motion, you can control this nicely here. This is how you move the end of the rope. And then end of the rope, end of the rope, end of the rope. Instead of, this is, you're moving your body, you don't care the rope motion. If you pay attention to the end of the rope, you have to time the body motion well with the rope motion here, and then throw, instead of.
I didn't realize it was like that.
That's exactly.
It's a bit exaggerated, but. So the goal is you're moving the end of the rope around your body. Give good speed to the end of the rope, all the way. In order to give good speed to the end of the rope, you don't have to have that jerky motion. Look at this.
It looks so easy.
Because my goal is to move the rope instead of my body. Instead of my body,
Yeah.
I'm moving the rope around my body.
I don't know how to make the rope go faster, I guess.
So try to reach out more.
Okay.
Make a large arc here.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, then lower the plane a little bit with that kind of feel. Yeah. Yeah, so now you start working with the rope. So whatever device you use, basically you're working with the device
Yeah.
instead of doing something for the pleasure of your body. So if it's a rope, then end of the rope is the key. And if it's club, then club head. The stick, that ball here. You're moving the end point around your body. But then this is flexible, this is somewhat flexible, this is rigid, right? That's the only difference. But still, you need to move the end point around your body. Your hand doesn't have to move that fast. You have to wait until the end of the rope catches up. So again, you have to move the end of the rope around your body. That's better. Yeah. Then start increasing the speed. But the key is moving the end of the rope. So the same thing. In order to increase the club head speed, you have to let the club head go instead of your hands are going too early here, right? You have to let the club head go around. This is the key. Then here you have a good wind up and then reach the cock here, and then let the club head go instead of your body going too early. So the problem you have is your body is going too early and then dragging the club. You're not really moving the club head, but you're moving the body and then drag the club. So the rope swing is actually a good, tool. Practice. Yeah, and then start moving the end of the rope. Yeah, you see now without exaggerated body motion, you are moving the end of the rope quite well here. But the only thing is that at the end, you are losing the tension. Because what happens is you swing and then stop here, swing and then stop here. But instead, continuously move. Continuously turn your shoulder. Then you can maintain the tension all the way. Particularly at the end, you don't lose the tension. But if you have a snappy motion here and then just drop it, then here you lose tension. So you have to let the end of the rope go all the way around your body, all the way around your body. So make the end of the rope alive. Pay attention to motion of the end of the rope. And you may need to cut your hairs. Now you feel yeah. So now I can see that you're working with the rope a lot better. So this is yours. So rope swing, and then also the 3 stages, and then also stage X. So keep maybe an hour every day for next 2 or 3 weeks. Then as you repeat this, don't worry about hitting the ball. When you repeat this motion, the swing becomes simpler and simpler, and then your focus is motion of the end of the device. Then you will start to be able to better time your body motion to promote the good calibrated motion. That way, you can generate good speed. Currently, your body motion is exaggerated, but because you're dragging it here, it's way behind here, you're not really converting your body motion to the calibrated motion. Okay? Any question?
Can I do this one more time to make sure I'm doing it right?
So watch my swing here.
Okay.
It is important to be able to watch and recognize the key component. And also it's important to understand that when you hear something, right? So sometimes you can learn just by watching. Then see my swing here. I am not moving my body a lot, but I just promote rope motion. So my body motion is timed well with the rope motion. So whether it's this motion here, well timed, or this complete swing, but basically I'm moving my body to promote this rope motion here. And then I can certainly swing fast if I move the body more actively.
But it's not like the jerk.
When you have jerky motion, then that means your hands are leading too much here. You don't wait until the end of the rope catches up. You have to really let the end of the rope go and then turn this way instead of quickly coming this way, quickly coming this way here. So you have to let the end of the rope move forward. Make it flatter, make it flatter. Yep, so here, try to aim maybe about this point here. Oh. So you don't have to actually hit that. You cannot hit it actually, but direct the rope toward this way. So swing rope here. But if your hands go too early, it goes like this. Then the rope appears to be short.
Yeah.
But when you time it here, you can reach out more, right? Yeah. That's a lot better. That's how you use the full leverage of the club and your arms here. But if your hands travel too early, then before the club head catches up, your hands are going too early, so you're dragging. You have to, at some point, you have to let the club head go and then hit the ball, right? So accelerate here, and let the club head go and then hit the ball. Throw the club head instead of dragging the club with your arms. The same thing. So when you try to reach out and then throw the end of the rope more this way, then you are really letting the end of the rope go. And then, currently is again still weak whip, wang here because your shoulder stops. So in the backswing, toward the end of the backswing, give an extra shoulder turn. So your shoulder keeps turning and then let it go. Keeps turning and then let it go. Keep turning and then let it go. Your shoulder never stops. If the shoulder stops, then
What about like you're talking about like over rotating?
when you have rhythmic motion, you cannot go over rotation because you have to change the direction. So here, if you look at shoulder motion, it's like this: swing and then let it go. At the end, add extra shoulder turn, instead of this motion. Then your shoulder stops. You have continuous shoulder, wind up, unwind, wind up, unwind. You're doing this. Continuous shoulder turn and then throw. The hands are in the downswing. The hands are going ahead too much. You are not letting the end of rope go. So here, have this image. Use one arm here, and then you practice throwing the rope here, throw. Instead of, if your hands go too early, then this happens. You're putting a lot of effort on this side. But you have to actually throw here. Here. So that you have maximum speed. So have an image of throwing the end of rope over out this way here, instead of hands going this way too much. You see, your hands are going here. Instead here, let it go. Let's use both hands. But image that you have something on this side, you are trying to hit something here on the way down. Try to hit this way.
Sorry.
That's good. So try to hit this one. Yeah, now it's reaching out more. Your hands are not going too much. So in your swing, so you have had this pattern quite a bit. So always in the downswing, you try to move your hands ahead of your body too much. So when this happens, the club is way behind here. Instead, as you just did, try to reach out more here. Let the club head go, so that at impact you have this position instead of. Yeah. Let it go out, but not up here, but. So what that means is that in the downswing, you don't have to shift the body this way too much. Yeah, and then hold it there. So go up here. This is well wind up, and then you have good shoulder turn here. And you are starting the downswing with the shoulder turn here. From wind up and the unwind. With this, you are throwing the rope here.
But then how do I keep the shoulders like continuous movement with them?
So here, wind up and then let it go. Using your shoulder turn, you are throwing the rope. Currently, you are going here, stop, you are using the hands here.
Okay, so the shoulder turn also.
Yeah. If you turn the shoulder, then automatically you're throwing here. By using shoulder turn, you have to let the rope go here. So if the rope loses tension here, then your hands moves ahead. So if you have good tension here, and as you turn the shoulder, then the rope responds right away. But if you lose the tension, then for a while as you turn here, still the rope is not responding. That's why hand goes too much, and then later the rope responds.
Okay.
But instead, you have to maintain good tension here. From here, when you turn the shoulder, then rope already responds and go out this way.
Yeah, so instead of like doing this.
Right, just let it go.
Yeah.
let the let the end of the rope go. So still it's the end of the rope perspective. You have to move the end of the rope like that. Yeah. Yes. So for that, if you want to move it nicely, then you have to use a shoulder turn and then throw. Shoulder turn and then throw. The key is you have to always feel the motion of the end of the rope here. You have to know where the end of the rope is. In order to feel the end of the rope position here, you have to maintain this tension. If you don't have enough tension, then you don't know where the end of the rope is. If you go here and then slow down, it just drops behind here, then you lose the tension. So you have to let the rope go all the way. See? All the way. So, but the rope swing and the step drills.
Yeah. So at the end, was I better like it being one movement?
And it's one continuous motion here.
Yeah.
So again, when instead of when. Okay. When type motion. So watch the Star Wars again.
I'll do this one more time.
I'll get to the right soon.
So, and then since you're not that far away, today we mainly focused on the swing plane and then continuous motion and simplifying the motion, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe next time when you return, then we'll more focus on how to really use the shoulder turn and then generate good speed here. Okay? But your homework is work on the step drills and the rope swing hard, and then send me some videos and show me your progress.
Sounds good.